Alright, it's been too long. Sorry? It's been too long. Welcome back to more Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords, the dark side of the Force. Alright, okay, it's been a while. Where the hell am I? What have I done? We just left Telos, didn't we? Yes, we did. Alright. Believe? Yeah, Bayodir just fixed T3 and went woo woo woo. Atten's dark, Bayodir's neutral, Handmaiden's neutral, Kreia's neutral, T3's getting there. Okay. Alright, we have a couple things to take care of before we go to the next planet, don't we? If I actually took a breath. Hello, HK. It's been a long time. Anyway, by the end of this session, we should have 4 new characters. At least one of them will be made into a Dark Jedi. And... oh yes, since I'm a... he has a light? He gets a light? I don't get a flashlight. And why is it so dark on the Ebon Hawk all of a sudden? Why does T3 get a flashlight? Look at that. Look at the ground. Why does T3 get a flashlight and I don't get a flashlight? Oh my god. I mean, his head is a flashlight. He's a Geth! But that's for a different time. Handmaiden, you old... No. This won't do at all. This will not do at all. These white, fluffy garments that do absolutely no good. You must have armor. And neural brand, or band even, not a brand. You will have Elorian implants. You will have Elorian gauntlets. You will have Zez-Kai-Ell regulator, and your staff's good for now. There, now you look like you can actually kill something.
Yes?
The hell are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
You don't have much sanity to begin with, but you can always play Pazak.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
At cards?
That too.
Mm-hmm.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Well, good for him.
You may ask.
Let's see, where's the training option?
Training is something reserved for certain caste members of the Echani. I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Echani children are raised on warfare.
Okay.
All Echani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does not understand the most basic of fighting moves, it is not possible to understand the higher tiers. It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use words, then sentences.
Alright.
As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may possess. Such things will obstruct learning.
Learning's for sissies. Prepare yourself.
Very well. I shall match my movements to resist your efforts. And do not hold back, or I will hurt you.
Hurt me? That's rich. That's very rich. Oh, I can't use force powers, okay. Oh, she's a joke anyway. Kill! Ow. Die. Combat.
You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. I now have a favor to ask you.
Fine.
The weapon the Jedi use, the Force, I would like to know more about it.
Fine. This is difficult. In order to gain influence with Handmaiden, you really do have to do some light side stuff, but we will have more than enough dark side actions to make up for it later.
It is not something you can see or fight, yet the Jedi use it and struggle with it their entire lives.
Okay.
Then tell me of its absence.
I know what its absence feels like. It's like feeling the warmth on the skin and then being buried alive. Yes, I was able to dodge the light side influence and get influence with Handmaiden at the same time. She should be getting somewhat evil now. No, she sucks. Handmaiden sucks. No, she's a good character. It's my weapon. Oh, my sword! Where's my Sith War sword? Where's my Sith War sword? Beta, we don't need to talk to you right now. We already got the scene with Visa, so we're gonna have to do that as soon as we get a Nar Shaddaa. Atton! We need to talk to Atton, don't we? We have some conversation stuff to do with Kreia, but I'm gonna talk to Kreia a lot more after Nar Shaddaa. Nar Shaddaa is where we'll get all of our foundation, we'll get the larger party, so everything will start triggering faster. You'll understand as we go further.
Something up?
Questions?
Alright. What did you want to know?
Care to explain where you got your Chani training?
Huh? What are you talking about?
When we entered the Telos Academy, you dropped into an Chani combat stance, even though you were holding a gun, so it technically wasn't a combat. Oh, screw it.
Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much.
I don't have a lightsaber. No harm meant, just thought it could be an asset.
Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands.
Get it off, get it off, get it off. Light side influence, I hate it. Well, actually, I do like the light side, but not in this particular game. T3, we also have to do some influence with T3. We'll do that after Nar Shaddaa. Kreia's gonna, if I remember correctly, we'll get this one conversation done with Kreia now.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
As many as I need, and only as many as will sacrifice themselves to me.
Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
What makes you think they obey me?
Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
Aha.
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
What?
They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against. Watch them carefully, see their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
Very well, I will reflect on this.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
Aha. Yes.
Yes? Have you?
She basically was explaining influence, how it works.
Then ask, and I will do my best to answer.
I should have done this conversation on Telos, now I think about it, but we'll do it here now. Which one is it? This one.
Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough.
Then what were you?
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? that I felt the call of the Sith, that perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat, that for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy, that perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me. What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
Then, yes. Cutscene time!
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. I was cast down, stripped of my power, exiled. I suffered indignities and fell into darkness.
Such a happy story.
Take what strength you may steal from me. That is all I need be to you. In you all my hopes rest, for the future, for the Force.
Very well. And that's all we'll do with Kreia for now. I will be spacing it out because we actually need to get to the substance, the actual session itself. Nar Shaddaa is where we are going, by the way. In case you didn't figure it out already. Alright. This is normally where I start screwing up. To Nar Shaddaa. Away!
Well, here we are. The Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nar Shaddaa, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
It just occurs to me I forgot to give the Handmaiden back her armor, so she's going to be standing out in Nar Shaddaa in her underwear. Oh well, that doesn't matter.
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
Sound like you've been here before?
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
Alright, let's land.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
I assure you that that was not my intention to leave the Handmaiden in such a state. Oh well. We shall just have to make do. It's no big deal. change it back, obviously, as soon as I can. I'm gonna go right back onto the Ebon Hawk anyway, so... because I have to trigger the next cutscene. Cutscene! Cutscene!